Can we please stand for the Black National Anthem? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
You may be seated. So I'd like to start all of these comments with gratitude, and so I would first like to once again thank you parents for being here with us tonight or today. I also want to give a special shout out to our college team and post-secondary planning team. If you would just wave your hands really quickly, college team. Of course, I have nothing but gratitude for our 12th grade advisors. You will hear from them shortly. 12th grade advisors, if you would wave your hand up here on the stage. I also could not do this work without my incredible leadership team, and so a shout out and gratitude this morning to my leadership team who is also on the stage. And then our staff, thank you staff for being here in support of our graduates. Much love to the Link staff too. This community revolves around our students and our staff. Core values are fundamental beliefs that define who we are and what we stand for. And growing up, I did not call them core values. I simply called them my grandmother's rules. In my grandmother's house, we were expected to be kind, we were expected to be humble, we were expected to be generous, and we were expected to be reflective. I didn't know it at the time, but those were actually my core values. She was creating and cultivating those same values and morals, but I actually see them every day throughout the halls of Butler College Prep. What I hope to do today is I hope to highlight some of those core values because young people, they are what you will need to get through this life. I had the pleasure of traveling to Italy this spring with 9 students from Butler. We visited Rome, Assisi, and Perugia. From that experience, I became really fond of Ramaya Cartwright's Joy. Traveling in a group is fun, but it can also have its challenges. Ramaya brought to our group lots of humor, lots of footage via her vlog, and of course, lots of joy. Class of 2024, be more like Ramaya, share your joy. We also know that it's hard sometimes for a lot of you. It's hard often for many of you. You push through often with no support, little support, and abundant support. Maya and Mariah Campbell certainly have. Maya and Mariah, your story is not your resilience, but rather what's on the other side of it. 2024 is be more like Maya and Mariah, be resilient. I'm also really big on energy. I like to keep good energy around me always. I have not had the pleasure of getting to know our prom queen, Kayla Hayes, very well, but I appreciate that every time I'm around her, she is a ball of good energy. When you show up in spaces in this lifetime, be like Kayla and take good energy. 2 parallel stories here, Marion Travis and Brandon Savage, both humbly and quietly coasted through 4 years of high school, comfortably in the top 10 of their class. As a result, each has landed a full-ride scholarship to the University of Illinois and the University of Maryland, respectively. The moral of both of the stories here is that success does not have to be loud. Like Brandon and Marion, you can work quietly, you can work intentionally, and let your results speak for themselves. Teaching is commonly called a thankless profession. So I'm Maya Johnson and Kenya Ratcliffe. You and your families have showered our community with acts of kindness and you deserve to be mentioned. I hope the class of 2024 will remember that the world is a better place when we are kind to each other. And in October, I met the seniors in New Orleans along the annual HBCU tour. Teron Bolden was so excited about Xavier University. Teron, while your plans have changed, your desire to serve is selfless. And Chicago EMT will be blessed to have you. Everyone should be more like Teron. Everyone should be a little more selfless. Zamaya Walton knows what it's like to strive for excellence. Beyond her award-winning, trailblazing basketball career, Zamaya held down the #1 spot as valedictorian since freshman year. Zamaya, if excellence is the floor, then boundless success is inevitably the ceiling. Be excellent on purpose, my friends. Be more like Zamaya. And finally, Takaya Nelson and Chase Franklin were many of these things, and they were many, many more. They were kind-hearted, they were warm, they were full of energy, and they were full of love. Be more like Takaya, be more like Chase. Core values and mindsets are not just important for survival, they are essential for thriving. What are yours? Class of 2024, I will challenge you to write them down. Be kind, be resilient, have joy, carry joy, and create your list of values that speak to the core of who you are, the core of who you want to always be. They ultimately determine our quality of life. Black and brown people deserve to live fruitful lives. You deserve to live your best lives. I hope this next chapter is the beginning of your very best life. Next up, you all will hear from my AP Miss Gist. She is going to introduce our valedictorian.
Hey, class of 2024, how y'all feeling? Y'all don't sound excited. Of knowledge and pride of personal character, and both have demonstrated a strong dedication to their academics and responsibility to the Butler College Prep community, all while remaining committed to their extracurricular activities and outside obligations. To begin, I'm going to start with our salutatorian, which is the academic title given to the second highest ranking student in the graduating class, based on grade point average. The class of 2024 salutatorian is Kalia Young. Described as spirited, outgoing, and funny. Since transferring to Butler from Jones College Prep, she has been on the high honor roll. Some of her academic accolades include being a member of the National Honor Society, being named a 2023 National African American Recognition Program Scholar by College Board, and a Presidential Scholar recipient. Kalia will be graduating with a grade point average of a 4.41. Let's clap it up for her. In addition to being heavily involved in academics, Kalia has been part of the varsity cheerleading team and LinkedIn. Kalia received 2 full-ride scholarships this year, one to Johnson C. Smith University and the other to Alabama State University. Kalia has chosen to attend Alabama State University in the fall, majoring in finance. Principal Riddick, class of 2024, Butler's leadership team, staff, parents, family, and friends, I present to you the class of 2024 salutatorian, Ms. Kalia Young.
I know better than the message, so I'm just gonna give her this, all right?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kalia, and I'm proud to introduce myself as Butler's Class of 24 salutatorian. First, I would like to start off with a quote from The Office. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you actually left. I'm ready for graduation since I kids that would make my days 10 times better without knowing. Every one of my peers had their own lively personalities. There was never a dull moment in that building with them. We often say after our class, the school is going to be so dry because we were the class keeping it alive. And I agree. And a special shout out to my very best friends, Shatana Smith, Carlise Gito, Kayla Hayes, Jayla Ford, Denham Fields, Colin Shelton, Daquan Wade, and Kyra Bruce. OTL, 4L, yeah. Second, I would like to thank all families, friends, and staff here for supporting us. Many of us here would not have made it through these last 4 years without you guys, so major thanks to you. And last, but definitely not least, I would like to commemorate our angels in the sky, starting off with a personal one.
Okay, Kalia asked me to finish this for her. And last but definitely not least, I would like to commemorate our angels in the sky, starting off with a personal one, my dear grandmother, Tracy Clayton. My grandmother was one of my biggest supporters, and I know she would have loved to be here for me. And next, two of my classmates, Chase Franklin and Takaya Nelson, two beautiful souls gone too soon. Class of 24 will forever remember you both. Our angels in the sky are proudly watching over us at this moment. I will forever be grateful in our hearts. Congrats to us, the best class to ever graduate from Butler, class of 2024. Thank you. Now I have the pleasure of introducing you all to the valedictorian of class of 2024.
Good job.
The valedictorian is the academic title given to the highest ranked student of the graduating class and is based upon the highest grade point average as well. Our valedictorian for the class of 2024 is Ms. Zamaya Walton. Zamaya is a person who sets a high bar for herself both academically and athletically. There is no ceiling that has been able to stop Zamaya from all she has achieved while at Butler. Academically, she has been on the honor roll every quarter since her freshman year. She is a member of the National Honor Society and is graduating with a 4.53 GPA. Zamaya has been able to sustain this GPA while simultaneously being a high achiever on the basketball court. On the court, she is better known as My Buckets, and it's important for me to mention her athletic accolades because it's very difficult to maintain and sustain a GPA of 4.53. We are also a 4-year starter and captain of the girls basketball team, a 4-time All-State player voted on by the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association, 3 times Conference Player of the Year, ESPN top-ranked player in Illinois, and number 55 overall in the country. She has scored over 2,600 points in her career. She has the state record holder for the most 3 points made in a game, 15. The reigning IHSA 2A 3-point showdown champion, and the first player in Illinois with an NIL deal that forced IHSA to rewrite their bylaws. Accumulated over 20 scholarships, and due to the accomplishments in 2024, Zamaya Walton.
Greetings, graduates, staff, family, and friends. I want to welcome and thank you all for joining us here at House of Hope this Saturday morning to celebrate us graduates, as well as thank you for your support on our journeys to get here. My name is Zamaya Walton, and I'm grateful and honored to stand here as your class of 2024 valedictorian for Butler College Prep. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you." What lies behind us are 4 years of learning, growing, and excelling. From our nearly non-existent 8th grade graduation to freshman year online, sophomore year getting acclimated to high school environment, then junior year, which in my opinion was the peak of high school, and finally to us being here as the graduates of Butler's class of 2024. I can remember being eager for high school graduation. Time never sped up or slowed down, but my eagerness steadily grew. I can only imagine the time we spent counting down the years, months, weeks, and days. But now here we are, staring our adulthood in the face. High school now lies behind us, along with the time we counted down. 4 years that propelled us into the next phases of our lives. The distant future that originally lied behind us done. Whether or not your graduating class's recovery fortune was nothing but easy, we are the purest, most vivid example of the word. Having lost two, both Takaya Nelson and Chase Franklin, along with other struggles that left many of us asking why. Why us? Why them? Why now? These hardships truly tested our desire to succeed and faith in each other. Our class has bonded together with one common goal in mind, graduating. Although our motivations and methods to get here may have differed, here we stand, the final goal now complete. This graduating class has experienced many trials and tests in the past 4 years that I know we can overcome any uncertainty that lies in our way as we travel new roads. Let us not get so caught up in our hopes for the future that we overlook our current accomplishments, nor let us forget that our future relies on what we have inside of us.
We have some members of our choir who will lead us in the musical selection of Flying Without Wings, and then we will move on to the presentation of diplomas.
This song is going to be led by one of our graduating seniors by the name of Amir Davis. Come on, Amir.
Ha ha.